rings. Also, when you gather your firewood, get only dead and down material. Another suggestion is using a ground cloth under your tent. This extra barrier helps reduce the impact on the vegetation. Finally, be careful and tidy when operating in bear country. Check with the administering agency on current rules and regulations. For example, Yellowstone and Glacier National Parks require parties to carry bear-proof panniers. It's always nice to get out of camp and do some day trips to see the area. Here are some considerations you might use. Look at a map and get a good idea where you want to travel prior to hitting the trail. Keep an eye on the weather. Mountain conditions change frequently at all times of the year. Carry an axe. Trail maintenance in the backcountry is often spotty at best. Bring along a highline system if you plan to stop for any length of time to fish or picnic. On the trail, use common sense and courtesy. Yield to pack strings, particularly in steep and dangerous country. Pull-outs are always a nice relief. If you get into a situation where you have to turn around, always face the danger. For example, horses maneuver better when facing the downside of a steep slope. Finally, if you are unsure of the terrain or footing of an area, such as bog country, rocky slopes, or even stream crossings, get off your horse and scout around. Sometimes you might have to walk and lead your horse, but remember to lead from one side rather than directly in front, so that your horse doesn't decide to jump on top of you. Day trips are often fun and often quite enjoyable, so always be prepared for any trail and travel situation. Have yourself a good time on your next outing. Sometimes I have so much fun that it's hard to leave a nice campsite, but our trip is almost over when we break camp and head on home. Make it a good point to do a good job cleaning up your campsite before you leave. Check the area for litter and make sure your fire is out and the dead coals are properly scattered. Our goal is to practice minimum impact techniques, and that means leaving only hoof prints behind. Concluding your minimum impact stock trip begins and ends at home by being prepared to go out on your next trip. All your equipment should be cleaned, dried, stacked, and stored, and all ready for your next outing. We hope that this tape has been helpful in providing you the information that might assist you in having a successful minimum impact backcountry trip. Now is the time to start planning on using lightweight and low impact gear for your next trip. If you need additional help finding equipment, there are publications like this Forest Service booklet entitled Lightweight Camping and Stock Equipment that offer a host of retailers who supply much of this gear. You may also want to join a group that practices and promotes low-impact techniques. Organizations like the Backcountry Horsemen participate in group outings and are a good source of information. Well, that's all for now. Good luck on your next trip, and happy trails!